Hello everyone, I'm Kalen, and today I'm taking a quick break from Glory Hounds to look at Since November, which is a short visual novel written by Boring Keith, art by Fog, and music by Red Means Recording. Uh, I follow all three of these people and I really like their stuff, so I thought, they released this just the other day as part of the Novembear 2024 visual novel jam, and I thought, hey, it'd be a good opportunity to check it out, try my hand at reading something blind, and see how that goes. So I'll link all of their links and the link to the game down in the description. It is I don't know anything about it, but it does say that it has adult themes, so if you're under 18, now's your chance to leave. I'm also messing with some settings in my audio, so I noticed that it had sounded a little blown out before, so I'm trying something different, so hopefully this works better. We'll see. I think that gets everything out of the way, so I guess I'll just jump right into it. Alright, there you go. This game is written for adult audiences. Would I like a comprehensive content warning? Sure. Briefly contains sex without visible genitals. Lots of swearing, gay slurs. Existential dread, and suicide. Crimes, violence, death, and SA. Grabbing. So if those don't appeal, or if you're not comfortable with those, then perhaps see you later. Sweep the leg! Sweep the leg! Fighting for my life here on this stolen couch. Ha! Gotcha! His character catches my kick and proceeds to wield my guy's leg like a giant club, slamming his body against the ground behind him. You probably shouldn't do things that Val just shouted out. You can hear him. Yeah, well, I know that now. I've already forgotten whose voice was which. Don't sweep the leg. Okay, Val's the bear. Let's do that one lower. Don't sweep the leg! For a huge bear, Val sure has golden retriever energy. I don't know what to do with that. Why the hell is everyone on his side? You pick the guy everyone hates. It's tradition. How the hell am I supposed to know that? Puffing, the goat is shaking the controller around as if he expected it to do something. Looks ready to split in two. Also, no one likes you. Oh, ha ha! Val gasps. Know me? Don't joke about stuff like that. What can I say? I'm in my truth era. The bat's deadpan is inscrutable. If you don't chill, I'm gonna get a gag for you. Where'd you find something like that? You know, that shop that gets all adulty in the back. Softcore toys for straight people. I've not through worse. Oh, you think you're funny? Fuck yeah, never stood a chance. My guy appears to have exploded. How did you even do that? Nice QCF heavy punch. What? Never mind. My hand actually hurts right now. You know, pressing the buttons harder doesn't make you do more damage. I think the results speak for themselves. While Charlie is celebrating, I realize that Edgar hasn't said anything at all. I look beside me to find the pigeons slumped down with their hands in their hoodie, staring at their feet, lost to the world. I shoulder them. Hey, are you okay? Is that a real question? I, uh, I'm taken aback by their tone. I drop it. These things play Blu-ray, right? We could watch a movie or something. Sure, let's see what the bargain bin has for us. Bat leans over the side of the couch to rummage through something. She starts listing off names in a rote monotone. We've got the Star Trek reboot, Mars Attacks, Melancholia. Dude. What? Warriors of Virtue, God's Not Dead 2. Charlie chuckles. 2, specifically. Eight-Legged Freaks, Arches, Idiocracy, Don't Breathe. You're omitting the rom-coms, aren't you? I would never. I stopped listening. Tell you what, you pick something good, I'll find some grub. I'm fucking starving. Whatever. No fish. Huh, fish. Could you imagine? Come on, Bestie, you look like you need it. They stir suddenly. Huh? Food! Now. Val grabs them from under their shoulders as he passes, and I'm still rising as I watch him practically drag the pouty pigeon away from the couch. The duo follows Charlie through the tapestries we hung up around our hideout, and into the darkness beyond. When I reach that point myself, I freeze for a moment, gazing at the threshold like a chick that has grown too comfortable in his egg. When I finally push past the thin fabric, I'm left in near total darkness. I can only barely orient myself by the handful of shelves that are lit dimly by the glow emanating from behind me. I wait for my eyes to adjust to the gloom. Long aisles grow from the gray, still and cold, a cemetery for commerce. We'd thrown our party in the single most inhospitable location in America, Best Buy. You coming or what? I flinch when I hear him call out from the front door, keys in hand. Yeah, can't see shit in here. I leave the gaming department, skirting past the desk where I'd once purchased my last cell phone. I passed huge flat screens, refrigerators with all new AI features, and expensive cameras that no one would ever use. Up front, there was a cardboard cutout of an old-timey possum in suspenders shouting his signature catchphrase, "It's burrowing time!" Oh my god. Beside him was a stack of unsold Blu-rays. The shadows made him menacing. When I catch up with them at the door, I'm blinded once again, this time by the light. Ow. I close my eyes against the sting. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. The music permeates the outside world, as it has for weeks. Not this again. I hate this song. Can't we just change it? No, Nomi rigged it. I don't know how. His gruff, dismissive tone betrayed that he hadn't really bothered to try. Gotta pass the int check or we're stuck in synth-pop hell forever. I'm slowly working my eyes open, though I'd rather not. My surroundings gradually come into focus. A mess of colorful brands forced lockstep into uniform storefronts. Our mall had seen better days. I kinda like it. If we locked you out here for 2 hours, you'd be drinking cleaning supplies in no time. Jesus, dude. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. I don't remember her even liking this stuff. I feel like she just did it for the meme. Liminal spaces and all that. That's not... Liminal spaces are the spots in between. You can't just call an empty room set to old music a liminal space. I stretched my arms over my head, donning a performatively smug smile. Linguistics drift, bitch. Literally usually means figuratively now. Get with the times. And look who woke up the moment it was time to be pedantic. I see you. You doing okay? Stop asking me that. The bird was never big on eye contact, but they aren't usually this quiet. In fact, they're prone to exhausting info dumping when the mood strikes. Today they seem shrunken. Alright, what do we have here? We've got stale pretzels from that one shitty stand over there. I wouldn't trust the hot dogs or anything with cheese. There's a candy store. I'm starting to process that it's kind of weird how malls mostly just serve cinnamon rolls and pretzels. How did that happen? Not exactly the food pyramid, is it? And pizza. Well, there's an idea. It's all garbage, so they probably keep the ingredients frozen in the back. I bet I could pull a Papa Charles and whip up something edible. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. Oh man, I could go for a pineapple chicken with bacon and barbecue sauce with... It's mall pizza. You're getting cardboard with pepperoni or not pepperoni. That's it. You could let a man dream for just 1 minute. It's precarious walking between two large men once they get all animated like this, and limbs start swinging around. But I'm an ermine, and being on the smaller side, I've grown used to watching out for dudes that don't do so themselves. Just close your eyes and imagine you're eating something better. Maybe it'll help. I told Sarah to do that once. It didn't help the flavor. Dude, gross. Oh, that's rich coming from you. Please, you should be so lucky. I already want to go back to where the world was small and full. I feel vulnerable being nearly alone in such a large and public space. We pass fully stocked clothing stores, one of those shops that got taken over by Funko Pop trash, and cases full of jewelry still locked behind iron gates. At times like these, people always say that they feel like they're being watched, but it might actually be worse when you know that you aren't. Charlie hops the bar at the pizza place, his horns nearly scraping a fixture. Instinct tells me to look both ways to check for security, even though I know that no one's coming. Wishful thinking. Alright, sit down, shut up, and watch the master work. Okay, so this is the lyrics. It's like, is this just weird random voices, or are they singing this song that I picked up like halfway through? Man, I just missed the part in the song where it would come up. All for freedom and for pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. We do just that for a while, and as Charlie disappears into the back of the restaurant to find the freezer. But then I get bored. Before long, I'm pacing lazily around the outside, stretching as I wander without destination. I notice that Val has made his way over to the candle shop, so I join him as he stares longingly into the window. So close, and yet so far. He rattles the security gate with the defeated body language of a teenage girl. We could have really livened up the place, not to mention how bad Charlie stinks lately. I snort. Not your scene? Don't start. We're both taken aback as the shutter starts to roll upwards. It's not locked. They grunt as they lift the deceptively impotent security measure overhead. Damn, someone's getting fired. Oh my gosh, we are thriving. Giddy Bear rushes inside without hesitation. You're welcome. Thank you, Edgar. I give in to sin because you have to make this life livable. Let's see here. Sea breeze, apple cinnamon. There's always lemon, campfire. He gasps. Lavender, my beloved, I missed you so much. Like falling asleep in the arms of a big, round... We all jump at the sound of a crash as a candle collides with the back wall. The glass jar shatters on impact, raining shards onto the tile below. I'm made aware of Charlie's presence when he lets out a long, low whistle. He picks up another lit candle and pitches it across the store like a baseball. This one hits a glass shelf, bringing down an entire display of perfume bottles. Fuck, that's satisfying. What are you doing? Aghast, the bear is shielding his lavender candle as if it's a baby in his care. Redecorating. There's cameras, dude. Cameras without eyes. The third candle flies through an island of lotions, scattering them like bowling pins before rolling in an arc along the floor, unbroken. No one's coming. Live a little. Charlie hands Edgar a candle. He turns it over a few times before winging it into the growing mess. This is fast becoming some backwoods carnival game. I give in to sin because I like to practice what I preach. With a resigned sigh and a shrug, Val returns to his shoplifting. The pressure now on for him to rescue whatever he might want before Charlie gets to it. I don't see any sense in getting in anyone's way, but after a few minutes... Do y'all smell smoke? Shit, fuck, already? And he's gone. The silence that follows is kind of eerie in its contrast. I can now hear that Val has been humming along with the intercom song in order to drown out the ruckus. Edgar uncaps a fat Sharpie pen with a little pop and takes to scrawling on the wall as if it were their space to take. Why bother stopping them at this point, I figure. They step back after a moment to appraise their work. We don't live in the grand scheme of things. I think about it for a moment. It sounds kind of familiar and hopeful, I guess? Almost like when someone says that nothing matters with a smile. But then they return to their work. They write it again. They write it again. Are you... I stop myself. Let's not. I'm gonna... I trail off. I don't really want to be here anymore. Again and again, I gave in. That's how my love goes. Nomi hadn't moved from her spot like usual. You get lost? Flump onto the couch next to her. The guys are being a lot. She doesn't look up from the show that she put on the television. Boys will be boys, or whatever. I think Charlie's been acting up more ever since he realized you aren't holding his leash anymore. She waves away the thought. That freak can be someone else's problem. I don't have the energy for it anymore. He'll tire himself out. Or burn the place down. I thought I smelled something. Reminds me of your birthday. I've had a few. With the cake. Not helping. You know the one. You just come out, so Val tried to bake you a gay cake. Not the rainbow flag, the blue one. My hand raises to my face in embarrassment. Oh god. No one got what it was, so I tried to cheer him up. Wow, thank you so much, Val. I've always wanted to try a toothpaste cake. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. I buried that moment beneath the whole damn memory palace. I felt so bad. It looked so gross. Not an appetizing thought, no. There was even orange juice on the table. I chuckle. The devil's combo. What even brought this up? Charlie? Was he even there? Was he even... Of course he was! Don't look at me. It's been what? A decade? You're unbelievable. How do you forget an exploding cake? Oh, wow. Was that year? Charlie had hidden a firework among the candles, so while we were all singing happy birthday, it flew up in your face. I don't know how we've put up with this guy for so long. I guess some kids just get grandfathered in. They're always there, so we intuit that they always will be. You don't question it. I just remember thinking he was cool, but I guess he was just way older than us. He was a total loser. That's why he was hanging around with freshmen. Never saw it coming when I got him back. I gasp when I remember where this is going. Oh no. Yep, superglued his horns to a PVC pipe while he was sleeping. That was insane. He had to turn sideways to walk through doors for like a week until they figured out how to get it back off. He never tried anything like that again. Tried what? I turned just in time to see everyone else returning through the layers of fabric. I got lost or something. Val pushes past him. Your illicit pizza delivery, Mrs. O'Neill. Miss O'Neill. With a sing-song tone, he bows, presenting an open box. What am I even looking at? I shredded the pepperoni before I put it in the oven. What the fuck? That's genius. It's what you get when you let the man of the house work. It might actually be a catch if you just never spoke. Charlie holds up an oily slice with a dismissive expression. Sounds like a you problem. Close your own damn ears. Nomi's already halfway through her first slice. Val passes a couple paper plates to me. I grab a slice for myself, then one for Edgar. Ooh, pepperoni is evenly spread and it's crispy all over. This might be the first ever 7 out of 10 mall pizza. The glass ceiling is shattered. Weren't we gonna watch a movie or something? Nomi scoffs. Well, you've busied me. I'm busied. The pizza's not gonna werewolf on you if you turn your back on it. It's fine. We could just talk. Oh god, anything but that. Just give me a minute. Okay, change of plan. I didn't pick a pizza movie. We need a pizza movie. What are you talking about? The Dark Crystal is objectively not a pizza movie. It's against decorum. Gotta find, like, Scott Pilgrim or the first Power Rangers movie or something like that. What is that odious stench? It smells like teenagers. Stop. I noticed that Edgar hasn't touched their food. They're just staring vacantly at their triangle of cooling cheese as the grease gradually penetrates the paper beneath. Hey buddy, are you feeling... Do you ever fucking stop? I'm sorry, you're just over and over again. Are you okay? Are you okay? Who does that? Take a fucking hint already. Hey, don't harsh the vibe. It's against the rules. Is this seriously working for you guys? Honestly? Hey. I mean, I tried, but sitting here just makes me want to scream. How can you keep acting like this is normal? Is this it? This is the whole plan? We've got food, friends. Shouldn't that be enough? Nah, I was wondering when someone was gonna say it. We agreed. There's a growing sense of dread within me. I can't fucking do this anymore. This tiny world that we've made for ourselves, I'm sorry, it's not enough. They're not wrong. I've been playing nice, but sitting around here, it's like we're already dead. This ain't life. Edgar sets their plate aside and stands, brushing themselves off. You guys do what you want, but I'm going back outside. Yeah, I'm ready for a change of pace. Just like that, huh? You don't want to do that. But they're already leaving. Don't. Guys, come back! I take a few steps after them. Hey, stop. I don't know. Maybe I can fix this. You don't want to do that. Last time you went outside, you really freaked out. But I stand at a threshold. Ahead of me, Edgar and Charlie vanish into the dark. Behind me, Val and Nomi are bathed in the television's glow. Okay, first choice. So I guess it's some sort of unknown apocalypse situation. Werewolves, since they mentioned it with the pizza? Hmm. I think right now I'm curious about what's going on, and I feel like leaving would quickly answer that question. So I'm gonna pick that one. Don't worry about me. I'll be right back. Probably. Jack? Jack! Not you too. I'm already jogging through the shadows of the empty store to catch up with the others, but he sounds afraid. I start to second guess myself as I come out into the light. Say after me. It's no better to be safe than sorry. I can see two figures pulling open the sliding glass doors to the outside world. Hey, wait! I run after them, unsure if they heard me. Our phones don't work, so I need to not lose track of them. I'm already getting winded from all of this sudden activity. When I reach the front door, I see that Charlie left us the keys on the floor. I step over them. He's really not coming back, huh? The pair is already at the edge of the parking lot as I'm coming outside. Hey! I call out to them, but my eyes are drawn upward. Oh, fuck. Right. The sky is wrong. I can already feel the panic rising in me. Away from my retail nest of synth pop and fluorescence, the world has twisted into something unrecognizable. Distorted. Red. No, no, no. It hasn't been the same since early November. I can't breathe. Fuck. He's spiraling again. We're all gonna die. It's the end of the fucking world, and we're all gonna die, and there won't be anyone left to care. My heart's beating so goddamn fast. What day is it? Does anyone know what day it is? How much time is left? Fuck, 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 fuck! I've got this. Not real. It's not real. It's not. A shadow passes over my unfocused eyes, and I feel something soft and warm on my lips. My entire body is so tense that it hurts, but the shock of what's now happening to me confuses things. A large hand cups the back of my head, while another pulls at my lower back. I grow loose in his arms as I surrender to the kiss. The moment my tongue starts to move, he practically drops me. Holy shit. You really are that much of a faggot. I stare back at him, blinking dumbly as I regain my balance. Shut up. That was fucked up. That was a really bad gamble. You don't want to grab people who are having panic attacks. It can make them so much worse. Charlie turned his back on us, making his way into the parking lot. Blah, blah, blah. I said I've got this. He's probably been waiting to have a go at me for years. Edgar follows him, and reluctantly, so do I. Your ego isn't a shortcut around consent, dude. The parking lot feels absolutely massive, almost as if it's grown while I've been inside. There are still a few cars here, though a not insignificant number of them look like they were damaged in a collision or flipped. There's a wrongness to everything that makes me not want to look at anything for too long. Like those altered images where everything is actually made of dogs, or trick art in a dentist lobby. If I stare at it, it'll unravel in response. Man, I haven't been out here since, I come out here all the time. What? Why? Hands still in their hoodie, they shrug. This is happening. I could ask you the opposite. I don't get how you can all pretend that it isn't. I still feel like I need to catch my breath. What? What day is it? No idea. Phones haven't worked in ages. No radio signals. Nothing. Night never comes. I've never spotted the sun, nor have I distinctively been able to claim its absence. Just this. They gesture at the sky, streaks and whirls, whatever it means. I learned as much as I could about it before the net went down, and I tried to figure out more ever since. Nothing actionable. It's been a huge waste of time, but what else would I do? Shit, do you think they have snowballs? What? I look over to see him eyeing a convenience store at the corner of the lot. It appears to have been thoroughly ransacked. You just ate. Yeah, but I haven't had anything but the same old garbage for, at least a week or something. The door is hanging open and he just walks right in. I guess we're doing this. Oh, wow, this is a mess. The shelves look empty. At least the ones that are still upright do. There are a lot of wrappers on the floor, along with those cardboard cartons that would normally hold product. Broken glass decorates the environs of the refrigerators, which no longer appear to be operational. Well, I'm gonna check the back. Who knows? He storms off on a mission, leaving me alone with Edgar. How bad have things gotten out here? As bad as you think. They don't seem to be fazed by any of this. You know, we could always go back. Val would be happy to see you. I'm not going back. I'm sorry, but sitting in there makes me feel like I'm pulling out of all of my feathers, one by one. I'm done pretending. I don't know what good it does to... I hear a crunch from someone stepping on something, and my attention snaps to the front door. I'm surprised to find a whole new person standing there. The wolf looks like he's in his mid-30s, though maybe dirt has aged him. At least I think his fur was originally white. He looks pretty fit, though he's got a bit of a belly. Oh, hello, sir. He doesn't say anything. He just swallows, staring back at me. I don't like how nervous he seems. Hell yeah, jackpot! Charlie returns with a whole box loaded with some brand of biscuits, only stopping when he sees that something is up. Our visitor suddenly pulls a knife out of his waistband. Hold it right there. I'm sorry, but we really need that food. I'm taking it. Just walk away and no one gets hurt. Charlie sneers at him. Oh, you want this? He tilts the package a bit, as if to appraise it, before launching it directly at the wolf. The canine, caught by surprise, fumbles to catch the projectile, which is exactly what Charlie is counting on. He first collides with the side of the man's face with the force of his entire body behind it. The wolf immediately goes limp, a heavy marionette tossed across the linoleum. He doesn't move again. Dude, what the hell? Is he? Alright, nope, that's enough of that. I'm out. Bye. Where are you going? They're stepping over the wolf's body and the now scattered biscuits. Anywhere but here. What? I was in my rights. Dude had it coming. Don't follow me. Like I give a shit. Edgar is probably right. Charlie is getting more and more erratic. I should leave too, right? But part of me still feels compelled to stick around. Do I really want to lose track of him out here? What is he gonna do? Nah, man, fuck that guy. Well, just responding directly to me. Well, fuck you too. I don't look back. Instead, my eyes are fixed on the wolf as I pass him. Is he breathing? I don't have time to check. Edgar's already putting distance between us. When I finally catch up with them, they seem to be scanning the buildings as they walk. I don't know how they can bear to look at them at all. To look at them all. What are you looking for? Doesn't matter, really. What if someone else shows up? It's fine. I don't think random people are evil or anything. But that guy was desperate and was shitting himself. I think he was bluffing. Man. Okay, what are you trying to do then? Clear my head, I guess. Nothing's worked so far. So, like, LSD or heroin or something? I'm not above it at this point. I end up bumping into them when they come to a sudden stop. They're looking up at some big government-looking building. The library. Sure. And just like that, they've changed course. I follow them inside until I can smell the musty old books. Huge shelves, taller than I can even reach, stretch far into the distance. There's more dead people here than you'll find in any cemetery. They start wandering down an aisle, running their fingers along the spines of the books. Nietzsche, Kant, Sun Tzu, Socrates, Hegel, Aristotle, Hume, fucking, I don't know, Confucius. I kept telling myself I was gonna read more. I don't know if I even really wanted to. Like, did I just tell myself that I'd do it because it sounded like something a good person would do? Because we're supposed to value being rounded and worldly. But would I have lived a better life? Does that even fucking matter now? Their eyes snap to mine, as if they're just now remembering where they are. Sorry, venting. I shrug, not really knowing what to say. They sigh. Why not? So, we tell ourselves stories, right? Sure. Star Wars, Gilgamesh, Romeo and Juliet, 50 Shades of Grey, I guess. bunch of shit that never happened, but we make it all up obsessively. Why? We just do? Distraction, I guess. So you always just kind of want to do something? Making is just another doing. Right, okay. But why is it all the way it is, specifically? Tragedies, 3-act structures. How is some of it good and the rest of it bad? Like, we innately understand that there's a right way to do it. Like, it just feels right? I don't know. I guess I go and watch a movie when I come out of the theater. I felt like if it felt true, if that makes any sense. It does. It makes perfect sense, and that's what's pissing me off. If someone watched me for a whole week, you know what they'd say? I bet they'd call me poorly written. Am I weakly characterized? I have a fucking arc? Like, why do people who never even existed get to be real and I'm standing here at the end of feeling like I'm the fraud? You're real? Who cares? So it goes. There's one goddamn book I read. Fuck you too, Vonnegut. He kicked a book down the aisle. Probably not a Vonnegut. I mean, I care. Their shoulders slump. Yes, sorry. I don't mean... But also... Who cares, you know? They spread their arms wide as if to hold all of the nothing. Fuck the dinosaurs, right? I don't get it. Hundreds, millions of years, I think? Unfucking fathomable fake number stuff. A timescale so vast it's geologic. And then boom, big rock. Why? Fuck 'em. The rock doesn't care. It doesn't mean anything. There's no heroes, no villains, no story. It just ends. Like a candle. How did we get here? History? No, the, dinosaurs. Shit, yeah, well, I think we're, afraid of the dinosaurs, right? I guess they were huge, yeah. Afraid of being the dinosaurs. Theirs was a long-ass book, but then in the middle of everything you turn the page and it's just blank. The rest of it's blank. That's terrifying. It's awful. It might be the single worst thing. How do you even grapple with that? Well, we write our nursery rhymes and our morality tales. We set things up so that you can pay them off. We have life-changing character growth in 90 minutes or less. In the telling and the hearing of a story, we establish a level of trust in each other. The storyteller promises to be saying all this bullshit for a reason. There's structure, an ending, a point. Because we need it, right? Because every day when we turn the page, the next one might be blank. And then, well, that was it. That was us. You wanted to lose weight, finish college, learn to paint, take the knot. Fuck you. That was it. Hey, maybe we should talk about something else. No, sorry, but I can't. I tried, man. I tried, and it made me worse. I think... You're not gonna like it, but I think I need you. You want a hug? Pound of coke and a fist tilted to the elbow wouldn't even faze me at this point, dude. Can't you feel it? Hear it? All the time? How can you even think like this? What? There's no one else here. They ignore me, instead turning to pace through the aisles of the library, plucking random books from the shelves. I lied about the dinosaurs. Books fall to the floor one by one, victims chosen at random. It's easier to say that they died because that in itself is a cleaner narrative, a primordial metaphor. But I'm a dinosaur, right here, walking cognitive dissonance. We were struck with the greatest tragedy in the history of the Earth, and then given sentience so that we'd be burdened with the understanding of it. Look what you did. You gave it anxiety. Jesus died for our sins, and then, you guessed it, Big Rock. And he was reborn and ascended. I stepped timidly among the din of clattering texts. What the fuck are you talking about? It's funny looking back on it. All of that mythology. We can't accept the world as it is, so we tell ourselves about it, right? And then we let those stories become the truth. Truer than we are. And we call them God. I reflexively look over my shoulder, worried who might overhear. I guess I'm not over the idea of this place being public. Look at all this. It just keeps going and going and going. I don't think I could have read it all if I spent my life here. We stood up on two legs, tamed the land, called it a society, and then pretty much spent the next few thousand years arguing about it. 1,000. What a cute little number. Look what we did with it. Have you processed the idea of the Eiffel Tower melting? Does all of that iron retain some kind of intrinsic value? How many followers did you have on Twitter? Is that a real question? Can you put a bow on the war in the Middle East? What good did science do? It granted us with the foresight of our own death without any way of avoiding it? Edgar pauses a moment, struck by an impulse. Delighted, they turn to the shelf beside them and heave their body against it. When it doesn't budge, they brace a foot on the opposite shelf for leverage. Hey! The crime of their actions jolts through me until I remember. I sigh. I guess it doesn't matter. I push against the bookshelves as well. Why doesn't it matter? A loud creak. A worsening bookfall. It was always going to be gone one day. Is it hypocritical to stop caring just now? Yes! All at once, the structure gives way. I stumble, grimacing at the sensation. The way this wall-like thing leaves my touch and falls away, twisting my horizon, unsteadies my ups and downs. I cover my ears, unused to such destruction. It slams into the next aisle, toppling another shelf before me, before mercifully coming to a stop. Edgar howls. Ha! Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. They don't miss a beat. Why hasn't Putin launched his nukes? Doesn't he seem like the get the last word kind of guy? Spiteful. What are you waiting for? Fucking do it, you coward. Come on. I'm waiting. Are you okay? Is that a real question? I guess I don't really know what else to say. They lock eyes with me. You're not doing well. I feel naked. I have to look away. No. Well, that's a start. I sigh. I don't know what to feel anymore. Was doing this better than video games? All of those philosophers you mentioned, do you think they ever found actual answers? Something that could have made us ready for this? Too late to find out, I guess. I had time too. These last few weeks. Instead, I drank soda on the couch. Is Kant better than soda, though? I don't fucking know. They lean into me, and I embrace them. We just stand there for a while, rocked by each other's breathing, while they seem to come down from their mania. I don't have anywhere else to be. The longer the silence stretches on, the braver it feels to finally break it. You said you needed me. Edgar looks up at me, eyes wavering, uncertain. Steeling themselves, they take hold of both of my wrists, slowly bringing my hands to their neck. I want you to kill me. I blink. What? This isn't funny. I look pleadingly into their eyes. They don't flinch. I mean it. Please. We're gonna die, all of us, everything, soon. But no one knows when, and that's eating away at me. Every minute of every day. I keep turning the page, bracing for nothing, but there's more words. Why? I'm just killing time, wondering if it'll happen now. How about now? I don't feel like me anymore. It's all that I think about. Like I'm stuck in the jaws of some huge predator and waiting for it to bite down. I can't live like this. Please, just give me this. I recoil, but they hold on tight. This is insane. I can't just... This isn't depression. It's the end of the fucking world. I love you so much. I'm sorry. But I need to know my ending. I need to know that I'm dying. I'm begging you. Tears wet my paws. I want to look you in the eyes and know that you're killing me. I want it to hurt. Let me feel it. They said that we won't even feel it when it happens. It's so fucked up. I can't. No one is gonna save us. Please. I know you can do it. Just do it. I'm trembling. What are you waiting for? Just do it! Their beak hangs open as they suddenly choke. I feel bent feathers between my paws and the pulse of blood beneath. A hard muscle and cartilage resist me, and I squeeze. After a moment of shock, Edgar smiles weakly at me. It's a strained, somber thing. Their body slackens and we're brought to the floor. I straddle them and I don't let go. They squeeze my wrists, but they never pull them away. Their image blurs as I sob over them. And I hate them for what they're doing to me. And I love them. After minutes of agony, I feel their grip weaken. They feel heavier and still. I scream, hoarse, alone. This is a body now. This was once Edgar. Overcome by the weight of it all, I lean down to kiss them on the forehead. Goodbye. Whew. That's rough. It's definitely breaking my voice at the end there. uh, it's good. I think I'll probably do just a video for each route. Yeah, that probably works. It's been an hour. I'm definitely not gonna do two at once. Uh, but yeah, that was first route since November. If you like that, maybe check it out yourself, give it a read. Consider tossing them a couple bucks on their itch.io. I'll link it in the description. I'm really curious to see how these other ones go. It's cool, like a more existential sort of unknown apocalypse. Nothing solid like werewolves or zombies, just the end of the world and having to face it. So yeah, it's a good read. I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.